The Page of Pentacles is basically like saying that you have a choice to make, and that you're choosing to like create financial stability, and once you do, you're gonna have that grounded and you're gonna let nobody fuck with it.
Can you start over from the story so I can...
Yeah.
I want to put this on YouTube.
Okay, so you got the Page of Wands, the Fool, the Four of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands. This was at the bottom of the deck, and this was at the other, like the second card that was at the bottom of the deck. And you see how we start. So it should be arranged like this, because this is how I had it pulled. How we started with the salamander and we ended with the salamander. So it's basically like in the beginning, like you have an option. Like you can make this path, you know, like you have options. Like you can make decisions. And like maybe the decisions that you do make are like a little bit like wild. Like, you know, you like to have more fun. Like you're young, so you're still learning. And because of like the decision that you made, like it left you with a bit of like emotional like instability, and like the stuff that you've been through, it made you like emotionally unavailable to where nobody else could fill your own cup. So there's like been people that's been trying to help you fill your own cup, but like it's been kind of hard for you. But because like you have the young ambition mindset, the Page of Pentacles is saying that you have a choice, and that you're choosing financial stability. And there are going to be people who want to fuck with your finances. There are going to be people who are going to like want to try and lock you up and stuff. But you're going to come out of the situation with money saved.
Which ends up right here.
Yeah, you're going to come out of the situation with money saved and like more new knowledge than you had before. Because you see how this person's kind of standoff, like the cat's watching out the window, like he's kind of like,
watching
I can't,
out for me.
Yeah, like trying to see like, oh, who's there. Like you end up like going on this journey of like financial like discovery, and you reap the rewards. And you know there's gonna be like people around you that are gonna want to be like, oh, give me this, give me that.
People always asking, like, even when I lost everything.
And when you're back to the end, there's going to be the same decision that you had at the beginning, except that you've grown more intelligent. There are going to be cats that are good for you. There are going to be salamanders that are bad for you. You're just going to know what you choose.
A snake.
You're just going to know what you want, and that you choose, like what it's saying, you choose like your future. You have an option. You can either let the salamanders climb up to you and crawl all over you and get all on you like snakes, or you can make this decision where you can choose your own success. And that's what that means. And if you want to do something even crazier, let's pull from the book. Universe, what's this message trying to tell me? Justice. Sooner or later, the universe balances itself out, but maybe not the way you expected. What goes around comes around. So, karma, like you're saying justice, you'll get justice from this. The idea of karma is simple. You reap what you sow. Is this not what this is saying?
Yeah.
Life, of course, rarely works out exactly that way, but sooner or later, things tend to come back around.
What?
And all I had to do was flip this and be like, universe. And it literally, this is what this means. This is what this means. This sums this all up.
Justice.
The idea, things to consider. The idea of karma is simple. You reap what you sow. Life, of course, rarely works out exactly that way, but sooner or later, things tend to come back around.
I want to break down the story of what this really is, because I want to explain to them what really happened, because everything you explained, it's like me and you right here, right?
Yeah. And like you have an option, like, you know, you could either choose to, you know, have more of a wild side, or you could choose to like kind of come with me.
And I chose more of a wild
side. And it looks like you're choosing more of a wild side, and you know, you walk off this cliff and it leaves you with like emotional damage.
I was dealing with marijuana, and I went to that church after getting kicked out of your mom's house.
Yeah, and you hang out with them girls.
I had all my money on me, and I hung out with Tati
all the same fucking day.
And all that happened, and it was like bad karma all in one day.
Yeah.
It's like I did that one bad thing, and all of it came back the same night.
Yeah.
because I wasn't supposed to, because I had a woman that loved me.
Yeah, and then here's somebody.
So I was a fool, and now the cops took almost 20 grand from me and destroyed my car.
How many cops were there? Like 4?
That arrived total. It was 2 at first, and then it ended up being 4.
That's crazy, because
So
4 of cups, 4 cops.
What? And they're the reason I'm stressed out so bad. They took all my money. And look, there's a cat up there. It's probably one of the pets.
Yeah.
So I'm basically like on the pathway to stack back up. And I'm gonna have to have eyes watching out for me, because people are always going to be watching.
Because people are always going to want to take your finances. And there are going to be times where you're going to have to like strike back and be like, put your foot down.
Right.
Like you have been, but you're going to build yourself back up. Because the Six of Wands are saying, you know, it's pretty good when you go from the Fool to the Six of Wands. Because the Fool is a major arcana. And this is a minor arcana. So, like, it's like saying that, like, you reap your rewards, but you always have, you have the same decision that you had in the beginning. You just have more knowledge now, and you understand that karma is real. Life, of course, rarely works out exactly that way, but sooner or later, things tend to come back around. And I think your mantra is, what goes around comes around.
That is a great lesson. I appreciate you.
And I'm being legit. I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, I could even pull another card, like, back from here. Like, the Eight of Swords. Like, this could be, like, the Eight of Swords is about, like, feeling, like, trapped. With, like something. Well, this kind of threw me off, I'm not gonna lie. But I feel like this could be, like,
I do feel trapped. Like, because all this stuff that's been happening, I've been feeling, like, enclosed.
Yeah.
And it's making sense because it's been causing me not to go do a lot of things.
But you know what came after it, which is the Moon, which is all about change. Which is another major arcana, number 18. The Moon is all about change. And the Seven of Wands, you kind of see how people are pointing fingers, like trying to blame you. But there's, like, the Three of Swords.
It's the journal. It has a journal, like my story.
It's like you're kind of on, like, a journey, like you're trying to, like, collect all your swords, like, fill your, like, own cup, like, protect yourself, like, keep yourself, like, grounded. That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to, like, protect yourself. Because there are people pointing wands, pointing fingers at you.
Like when we was at Jason's, we just left from Jason's.
Yeah, like there are people in life that are going to be pointing wands, you know, pointing fingers at you. You know, you're going to have to defend yourself. There might be nights where, like, you might be working, you might not be sleeping. So there are going to be times where you're going to have to defend yourself. And that will bring you to, like, like, ultimate peace. Like, the Nine of Cups is the second best to Ten of Cups.
Where I want to be at.
And that's, like, even at the beach. And there's a cat and a crab.
But
there are always going to be temptations.
Right.
But it's just going to have to be your choice.
Right, that's a devil.
It's going to have to be your choice of whether you want to stay loyal and true to yourself or to your girl or to your people. There's always a choice. But what the lesson is saying, what comes around goes around.
So it's really true.